Hello. We will continue our work uh, on this template to create a dynamic lookup formula. Uh, as you can see, we had created the formula to get the values based on the column, this header, and the month name. And as we had mentioned before, sometimes some columns are missing for some months. For example, this is looking for deduction 15 in March. This one. And let's say that we have deduction 9 is missing here. 15 is still there. If we look at 9, then we get NA. And we don't want NAs because what we're going to do is we want to be able to just get the up look. And this is not good. We don't want NAs here. We're building this formula so that we can just copy paste all at once. If NAs show up, you have to uh, do more work. So let's add an NA error handling here for our formula. What we can do is, see, if it's NA, we can just get blank. See if this works. Okay, now if we select a column and if it's all blank, most likely there are no deduction nines in this particular month. They may come back next month. So this is good. And now, as we had mentioned before, this will find the column where this value of where these values are, regardless of where this column is located. We're looking at column deduction 11 for March. If we move this here and just clear this, it should still work. Oh, this is in February. Let's do this in March. So if I move this over here and clear this, this should still work. 183, 17, 310. So that's good. That's all we need. So we're done with this part of the template where this is looking up the values based on column header and the sheet name. And now we have to compare list of names so that if there are new employees, it will show up here so that we need to add them. We will know to add them here. And let's create another month here. Almost April. And let's get rid of some of the columns here. Just make it interesting. About that. Okay, and we'll add some names here. Add a few here. I'm just looking up names, random names on the internet. Um, Here we go. So add a few values here. Okay, and now in order for us to compare these names, we'll bring the names over here so it's easier to see. Let's go ahead and bring them over here. So we start from here. Okay. And if we look at April here, deduction 11 is not here. And the totals won't match because we have a few extra names here. So this is 3839 for deduction 4. Forty-two 11. So we would need to add these names. And I Googled again to look up this formula for what we need, which is we need a formula to compare these two lists and find missing values. What we can do, there's this formula. Okay, let's copy this formula here. Let's do this. Let's make this list one. Here we're looking for new employees. What's here that's not here? See if this works. So this would be all the way here. And this also needs to be brought here. And this should be here, I believe. Let's see. Okay. So it found 3 names and these zeros. We don't want those zeros. Here's a list of our new employees. Let's call this new employees. Let's do the same thing for terminated. For the list of names for people who are no longer with the company. That's right. So we'll reverse the. So P, P, B, B. So this will be here. And here. And this will go to here. Oh man. I gotta copy this, man. Let's see. B, 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 P. Okay, this one is giving us calc error because there's nothing missing. There are no employees that left. What we can do is add if NA or if blank. So without if there's nothing here, we'll get a this error message saying there's nothing. We don't want that. We want if there's no one on this list, it should be blank. So what we can do is if um, what do you want? blank, then false. Otherwise, is NA VLOOKUP if empty? Okay, so we have this option here. If empty, just give me an empty blank space. Here we go. So I think this should work. So if no one left the company, this should be blank. Let's check if this will work. Let's add a new name here, Mike Smith. Okay, so this works. If there's nothing, there's nothing. Let's try to do this for new employees also. What we can do. If empty, keep it empty. Okay, but it's not empty, right? This is not working. So because we have new names here, it should not be empty. Not sure why it's not working. We're checking. We have to do this. P, we have to check P. So if P is blank, then give me blank. Otherwise, give me a list. Okay, now it works. So if I add these new names here, is this long enough? Yeah, we should be able to add 3 names. So if I add these new names here, it should give us a blank. Okay, so it's giving us these zeros, which is true. They're not here, but we have to get rid of these zeros.